City, 70 reported by Dodge City and Liberal, 72 over by the good folks of
Hey, and welcome to the DeMario Crosby Show. This is Season 3, Episode 10. This is the show to be yourself and express yourself. And that is what this show is all about. So today, Episode 10, I'm bringing out a person I've known for a very long time. She was my trainer and mentor for a couple days. She definitely was an asshole at first, but she's a pretty cool person. And I thought today I'm going to focus the whole entire episode on her because the thing she does is pretty cool and pretty inspiring, so I thought I should bring her out here today. So without further ado, Abby, can you come out here, please? How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Pretty good. Thank you. Thank you for letting me show up here and do this interview.
No problem.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So like I said, this is episode 10, so we're in 2 digits now, which is pretty good. It's always pretty fun. I've been doing this in stand-up comedy kind of strong now, so pretty happy. But enough about me. This episode's about you.
Rightfully so.
What do you do? Tell the people about yourself. Talk to them.
Well, I'm a freelancer in the film and media industry, so long story short, I make movies. Yeah, lots of short films, no feature films yet, but that's definitely on the horizon, so
Okay.
a lot of films, yeah.
Yeah. So she does movies.
I do.
So I can be in a movie. Oh my god, it's great. Okay. So let's jump right into it. Let's just start with the questions. Let's do it. Y'all know how I like to do it. Quick, fast, let's get it done. So, question number 1. What made you get into making movies?
Well, back in college, I met this really great group of people within my major, which was telecommunications. And this great group of people, they like to make short films.
Okay.
And so I slowly became a part of their friend group, and I was friends with these people, and they kind of brought me on, as a lowly boom operator, and then I kind of worked my way up with them to be in the position that I am right now.
You said a boom operator.
A boom operator.
What's a boom operator? It sounds like something with speakers.
So when you see on like MTV, those guys are holding giant microphones, they're fuzzy on the end, they got long sticks, and they're usually holding them like this.
Yeah.
That's a boom operator. They hold the microphone, they record sound, yeah.
Did you like doing that?
It's tiring. It's hard work.
I was about to say.
But it's fine.
Yeah.
I enjoyed my time.
Well, there you go. I mean, like you said, you had to build up.
Yeah, you start from the bottom and you kind of work your way to where you want to be.
Start from the bottom, now we're
Some
here.
people like to be boom operators, and that's okay.
I mean, that's very true.
That's an awesome thing to do.
So what do you do now? You're not a boom operator.
I'm not. I am actually an assistant director, so it's short for, I fucked that up.
I fucked that up.
I'm going to start again. I'm an assistant director, also known as an AD.
Okay.
For short.
Okay.
And so what that means is I'm the director's assistant, obviously. So, but my job on set is basically to make sure that this schedule stays on time and that we're getting everything that we need to get shot.
Mm-hmm.
I manage everybody, so like I am kind of the key person for all of the different heads of departments to come to if there's like issues or just questions, that kind of thing, and kind of be a liaison between all of these different people and the director. Because the director needs to be focused on directing. He's got to be focused on his story and his actors. He doesn't really have time to worry about, his lighting guys having an issue or that kind of a thing. So I'm kind of that liaison between that. I'm also a producer, so that means that I help make the film happen. So producers are there from when it begins to when it ends. So I kind of see the film through its pre-production phase into production and then post-production as well.
I mean, it sounds dope. It definitely does, I would love to see you in action one day, maybe. We'll see. We'll definitely see.
You know where to find me.
I mean, I don't, to be honest with you. I just found you today, so. Alright. Second question.
Yeah.
Good job on the first question.
Thank you.
Do you ever get people that ask you a question or like say something like, why are you doing this? There's no money in this, or Like things like that. Do you ever get that?
Oh, all the time.
Oh,
All
shit.
the time. People tell me all the time, you're not going to make any money doing this. How could you do this? You live in Indiana, for Christ's sake.
Right.
Why do you continue to do this? And, you know, it's a fair question. Sometimes I question it myself, but you really have to, if you really want to do something, you have to keep striving for it no matter how hard it gets. And I think you really have to keep your head up when people are questioning you and just kind of keep your mind focused on where you want to be, and you'll eventually get there.
So to deal with that, you kind of tune it out, or
Brush it off.
Fly girl, I see you. I
Just
see
brush
you.
it off.
I see you.
Because, you know, I can walk up to a car salesman and be like, how are you going to make money? How are you going to sell cars? You know nothing about cars. You start from nothing and you end with something. So a lot of people don't understand the industry either. So a lot of people, it comes from just pure ignorance and not really knowing exactly how the industry does work.
Right.
So it kind of depends. And there's all different kinds of pockets of the film industry as a whole that you can kind of fit yourself into, where it's not necessarily with being on an actual film set, but you could be working behind the scenes with producers. You could be working as a caterer to feed the crew if you wanted to. You can be an actor. So you kind of have different pockets that you can explore and kind of find your like favorite aspect of it, I guess. So
I like it. Brush off the haters. Brush
you
them.
have to. Otherwise, what? Then you're just gonna be depressed and not do what you want to do.
Big facts. Big facts. All right, question number 3. How was it after college, being free, you graduated, feeling good about that graduating, so going from that peak emotion feeling of graduating to being done, and then going to that feeling of, oh wait, like I'm out of school but I don't have the job that I like want in my major. Like, how did you feel? How did you handle it?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely hard. It's definitely a little bit depressing. You kind of have to take a step back from where you were and kind of reevaluate the situation that you are currently in, because a lot of people fresh out of college don't have a lot of money, which was, you know, something for me as well. So, you know, having to move back in with my parents was a struggle, but I did that for a year, and I decided that I was going to go back to where all my connections were, which was in Indianapolis. So I moved there last year, and I've been working there ever since. So I think you have to kind of take it logically and kind of figure out your next steps as just being a functioning adult. I mean, being an adult's hard enough, and as you're a young kid and you're kind of becoming that young adult, you have to kind of figure out that balance. So whether that you're going to make a 5-year plan of like, I'm going to work for 5 years doing a job I absolutely hate so I can make the money so that I can move to some place like New York or California to make my dreams come true, then that's kind of what you have to do. I think anyway. I mean, I'm not making a whole lot of money in Indianapolis, but at least I can attempt to save some money so that I can get to where I actually want to be, which is California. So, one step at a time, one day at a time.
That's what I'm talking about. One step at a time, one day at a time. So, I mean, you really have to, at a point, like, master patience in a way.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of patience. I mean, like, especially if you're, you know, I know what it feels like to be living on your own, and then you have to go move back in with your parents. You know this.
Yeah,
he loves his mom and dad. But it's, you know, it's an easy step to take, and it's a smart step to take, because they're going to help you out as you're kind of figuring out where all your money's going to come from for the next year of your life. So I think it's definitely a smart thing to do. If I had to do it over again, I think I would have done an extra year with my parents, only because I would have had a little bit more money saved up, and I would have been able to maybe even made that bigger jump than I wanted to, instead of going to Indy, but to go to California. So, but you know, that was my choice, and I'm living it, and I love where I am right now. So I think everyone takes their own path, and you're gonna end up where you want to be, regardless.
Trust the process.
Everyone freaks out. It's like your life's gonna fall into place. You're gonna find the love of your life. You're gonna have money. You're gonna have a job. Like, everyone freaks out, but you just enjoy today too. I think enjoying what's going on right now in your life is going to be really important as well.
Enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
Enjoy the moment. Like right now, we're just talking.
Yeah.
We're enjoying the moment. All right.
Calling me asshole over here.
Yeah, that's okay. That's because, okay, when you
You
train
neglected
me,
to tell them, though, that you didn't know how to set a table. So that's why I had to correct you with sarcasm and tough love.
That's what she called it, tough love. We met at a job, and it's called VSB. Shout out to VSB. And she didn't want to train me, but they forced her to. And she hated me, and she treated me like I was...
It's not true. He was just, he was new. He was new to it.
She didn't want to be bothered with me. She didn't. She did not want to do it. And then when she saw what I did, she laughed at me and told me, okay, we got a lot of work to do. Yeah, I remember that. Like it was
and look, Art, can you set a table now?
I can,
so
actually.
So I did a good job. I did my job.
You did. I'll give you that. But you were rude. So. Number 4.
Is there a bug on you?
That was my attention grabber.
Okay.
Everyone was lost, grabbed their attention. Alright. Can you explain some of the things you do? Like, do you travel for the movies you shoot? Like, take me through that whole process of...
Like from start to finish?
Yeah, sure. Thing? I mean, why not? We got time.
Yeah.
You know, we got
It
time.
is. It's a long process. So when you have a story that you want to do, you have a finished script that you want to make. You start what's called the pre-production phase, and that's where you kind of get everything ready before you start shooting the film.
Okay.
So that's doing all your casting. You lock in all of your locations, the dates that you're shooting. You create a shooting schedule of what you're going to shoot when. You lock in your crew, that kind of a thing. And there's lots of other little details as well. But that's kind of the post-production phase. And then once it gets time to get into actual production, that's the second phase, then you shoot the movie. You follow your schedule and you shoot the movie. That's the most fun part, right? So you kind of take every day as you can, and like you have to, as an AD, you kind of have to adapt because schedules are going to change and things are going to get messed up, and so you have to kind of move the schedule around, midday or the next day or whatever you need to do. But then, like say that's a wrap and the movie's over, and then you go into what's called post-production, and that's when your film goes into editing. So you do your film editing, you edit the movie, and then you send it off to your post-sound department, so then your sound gets edited. And then there's also color correction, so it can go to a colorist, and the colorist colors your film. And then you put it all together, and that's how you that's how you end up with your final product, right? So you got to do put your credits in and all that kind of stuff. And you can set up, like what we do with all of our films is we put them into film festivals. So, we find different festivals that we think our film will do really well in, and we enter them in them, and hopefully we win things, or we go to those festivals and just kind of see what other people that make movies can do, like alongside us.
Yeah.
Just do networking, that kind of a thing, just kind of meet new people. But that's pretty much it. And then once it's done with film festivals, we always release ours online, and then it's free to the public to watch. So
you hear that? Free to the public to watch. You guys go support her. Go watch. Where can we watch it?
So the film company is called Pale Moonlight Cinema. So you can find that on Facebook or just www.palemoonlightcinema.com.
The link will be in the bio, so you guys can just click it. I'll make it easier for you.
We do have several films that just came off of a film festival circuit, so they're going to be available online very shortly. We do have one available right now, and several more that are up and coming.
So you don't put anything up until after it goes through that festival?
Correct, because lots of film festivals have certain rules you have to follow, and a lot of it is they can't be shown before the film festivals. So if it's in a film festival circuit, if it's going through several different festivals, it can't be shown. Which is kind of a pain in the butt, but some festivals they do let you, so it kind of depends on what festivals that you allow.
Okay.
That kind of a thing. So if we want to release one online just right away, then we do that, and then we check other festivals that allow films to be released online beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of go backwards if we do it that way, but all possibilities.
It's pretty nice. I mean, it sounds like a handful. So it's a lot. So before I get to number 5, how many people are usually on the crew set? Or
well, it kind of depends on the length of the short film. So we've done short films that are 2 minutes to 5 minutes to 10 to 30. So it kind of depends. A 30-minute film obviously is a much larger production, so
yeah.
It takes a crew. Our crews usually are between 25 and 30 people. Sometimes it goes up to 60 depending on the different crews that you need to fill in. When you add in all your actors and all the extra people that are kind of running around, it leads up to about 60. But shorter films are more smaller, so that could be 10 to 12,
Yeah.
that kind of a thing. But we just kind of see who's around and who's available to help. We're always looking for free help, so if you want to work on films, feel free to let me
Free
know.
help. Free.
It's a cool process. It's very cool. I really believe in the stuff that we make, and I think that we're doing a good job. So, highly recommend.
You guys will probably see me featured in a movie sooner or later. We don't know yet, but when it happens, everyone's gonna watch. So, and it's gonna be produced by their team, if they allow.
Well, if you audition for something, I've gotten nothing from you, so I'm waiting on an email or something.
I'm supposed to say. Gotcha. Okay. I like it. Number 5. So, how many films have you done, and which one was your favorite? Shoot.
Oh,
I got her. Did you see that?
I've done a lot of films. We've made around 10-ish, I think, if I'm doing math correctly. If I'm counting correctly. A lot of them are very special to me for different reasons.
Okay.
Gosh, a favorite? I don't know. I think that my favorite one, at least with the film company that I work with right now, I think that it's got to be our film Dyscrasia. Only because it was the first one that I worked on, and that's the one where I started as a boom operator. And by the time we hit second unit production, I was the assistant director and producer. I had just shot right up, only because they had different. It was a grad project, a student grad project at the time, so people were graduating and not being able to finish the film, and so I kind of stepped in and helped them get the film finished. But that one's got to be my favorite because, one, it's creepy, and 2, it had a large production value, and people spent a lot of working hours on it, and I know the director literally put his blood, sweat, tears into that movie, and I think the product just shows the hard work of everybody, and I think it's really inspiring. But yeah, that one's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, check it out. It's going to be online soon. Very soon.
Online soon. Let's check it out. I definitely want to check it out, so just let me know when it's out. I'm definitely going to watch it 3 times, because I just like to rewatch everything 3 times for some reason. I'm going to share it, and I'll leave a comment for it. I'll leave a comment. All right. It's time for the best question.
Okay.
Best question. So, shout out to D-Wall once again for giving me this question. He asked me this question, it inspired me to ask everyone this question. So, what is the question? Just give me a second, because I'm going to look at it and alright. I forgot just for a second. I mean, it happens. It happens to the best of us. So, how would you define success for your personal view? How would you define it?
I think I would define success as making a goal for yourself and striving as hard as you can, as close as you can to reach that goal. Being happy with what you're doing is success. Even if it's not exactly where you want to be. As long as you are happy doing what you're doing, I think that to me is success. As long as your personal happiness is first, I think that success comes later. You have to be happy with yourself before success can follow. So I think that just as no matter where you're at, what you're doing, as long as you have a goal set to keep moving forward, to keep bettering yourself, I think that's truly what success means. And being a successful person doesn't mean you make a lot of money and have the big fancy job. It's just doing what you love when you want to do it, and yeah, that's it. I didn't have an ending for that. That's what it was.
I like it. All right, people, it is that time again. Ask DeMario question time. So you get to go on your phone, look it up, whatever you want to ask DeMario. DeMario will maybe answer, and yeah, we'll go from there. So shoot off.
What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie.
And I like Grown Ups.
I do. I love Grown Ups. Grown Ups is really good. Only reason. All right. I'm just gonna explain.
I love that movie too.
Before I answer your question, I'm just gonna explain it. I like to put myself in movies, and my friends in movies. So in that movie, I'm Chris Rock. My friend Jeremy is Adam Sandler's. Adam
Sandler's?
Sandler. I said Sandler.
No, you didn't.
I did, but... Alright. But anyway, and then my other friends are in there as well. And it's like I just see myself, that would be really fun to be in. So I put myself in the movie, to make a long story short, okay? So I love that movie. But my favorite, honestly, since you brought that one up, one of my favorites is, what is it called? Think Like a Man.
Okay.
Why? Because that's another movie I put myself... I'm Kevin Hart, obviously. My friends are every other character. So it's me in there. It's my friend David in there. Dooney, Jeremy, Paul. I think it's Omari. I think it's a lot of people in there. That's my friends. Okay. All of us are these people, and it's literally they fit our like personalities and characteristics like to the T. And I mean, the movie's just really funny, and I love Kevin Hart. So I mean, at the end of the day.
But do you love him because he's an actor or a comedian?
I love him because his work ethic. I think like he's a very inspirational person, and he like works his ass off. I think personally, but I mean he's also I always just follow him from when he first started doing comedy, and like just seeing him grow as a person. So I guess I just have that respect for him overall, just because I've seen where he started from and where he is now, which he's in a hell of a spot right now. I mean, his new special for Netflix, I mean, he got like 90 million, whatever. I'm not going to discuss his contracts because I don't really know him like that, okay? That's his business. But, yes, that's my favorite movie to answer your question. Think Like a Man.
Amazing.
Yeah, thank you. I am. But
I'm going to ask you another question.
Oh, sure. I mean,
how many questions do you want me to ask you?
You know what? Let's do 3. I'm feeling talkative today. I'm feeling talkative today. Let's do it.
Okay.
Nothing too much.
You and I had once talked about a movie you wanted to write.
Oh, we did.
Why don't you just explain that to people? I mean, it's not a question, but why don't you just explain that? Because that was inspiring to me anyway. You said you wanted to make a movie starring yourself, of course. So who would you, if you were going to make this movie, who would you cast in it? Or who do you want your leading lady to be? Because if I recall, it was the leading lady in that.
Like a lady actress?
Leading lady. Do you know what a leading lady is?
I don't. That's why I try to change it. I was like, shit, I don't know what that is. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I would like say my girlfriend, but like, does she want to act? Like, so I don't know. I mean, I guess that would be ideal. But then again, I mean, if she didn't, she's not an actor, or actress. Is that what you want to call it? I don't know. I mean, I know I would probably cast some of my homeboys. Obviously, I'm going to be in there. But, I mean, I don't know. Because, like, I have sat down before. Like I said, we talked about it before a while ago. And I thought about, like, some movie ideas. But I thought about it. The other day, my movie didn't make sense. So that's why I stopped. It was just literally going to be me just at home, chilling. And then it had no other scene after that. So it just wasn't going to work out too good. But I do want to do a movie. And, I mean, I kind of want to do, like, an action movie. But I also want to do, like, just a comedy movie. And just, like, me being myself, being funny. And,
Grown-ups 3.
Or, like, a Grown-ups 3. Or, like, I'm broke 3 or something like that. I don't know. Just something. Like, I want to show myself that I can switch it over instead of being that, like, in that stand-up role and being that actor role as well. So I don't know what I want to do right now. I don't know. But I'm going to do movies, and I'm going to have the cast on TCB. So, yeah. And I mean, like I said, once that idea comes to mind, and we get everything settled out, I will be hitting you guys up so we can get this done. Because me in a movie, I mean, who else would you want to see in a movie, right? I mean, at the end of the day.
Of course, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I hope that answered your question.
It did, yeah.
I hope.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm a star, so I mean, why not shine? You know?
Humble too.
Very humble. If I wasn't, I'd be an asshole. Kinda. But yeah. Anything else, or?
I don't think so.
It's good because I was done talking. Like I say, this is the show to be yourself and express yourself. And I bring people on here to show what they do so they can get their names out a little bit more and just support them and help them and also support and help myself at the end of the day. But like I said, this is a very special person to me. We've been friends for a very, very long time. She's been an asshole a long time, but like I said, I love her. So at the end of the day, we're good. You guys definitely hit the links below and definitely give her a like, give her a share, follow their page, support them, because what they're doing is amazing and it's very inspiring. And like I say, she's definitely there. What is your team called?
Pale Moonlight Cinema.
Pale Moonlight Cinema. I almost messed up, but I didn't. That's what they're called. And how many, like, is a part of the, like, actual team? Like, is it a lot, or is it...
There's a lot of people, but, like, as, like, a core group of us, there's, like, 6 that, like, run shit. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Okay. So, I mean, maybe one time I get all 6 of you in the interview. Who knows, you know? Maybe. I don't know. We got to see about that. But, yeah, this is the show to express yourself. No. This is the show to be yourself and express yourself. I thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for having me in your corporate office. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me. Your hands are sweaty, just letting you know. Just saying, she's nervous maybe.
It's hot in here.
It is a little bit.
I don't like being on camera. I'm usually behind it. So.
That is very, very true, isn't it? That is very true.
So you're making me...
I'm not making. That's just state the fact here. She
made me do this.
She wanted to do it.
Against my will, and I'm forced to do this.
I'm just saying, when we walked in here, she said, "This is where I'm going to kill you." So... Just saying, let's just put that out there. Just put that out there. But if you want an interview or you just want to come up here and talk about something or get your brand or show people what you're doing just to get out there, hit me up or I'm going to hit you up. Like I say, every week there's a new person. So the next person is going to be on my list. You guys will see. Until then, I think this is over. I think we're done. I'll see you guys next week for episode 11. Like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. My goal is 300. I'm at 264 subscribers right now. Once I get to 300, I'm going to do another celebration dance like I did on my 100 subscribers. So we're going to have a lot of fun with this. Stay humble. Keep working hard. You got anything inspiring to say to the people?
Just keep following your dreams.
just do it. Like Nike. Peace.